When this day began, Aaron Hernandez was a New England Patriots tight end. Tonight, he is the defendant in a murder case. Held without bond, charged with the shooting death of Odin Lloyd. Hernandez's football career on hold, if not over. A career that was all-pro, all-American, and occasionally a life all too troubled along the way. Jeremy Schaap on Hernandez and how we got here.
In his 3 years in the National Football League, Aaron Hernandez has established himself as one of the game's best tight ends. Just as he'd been for Tim Tebow at the University of Florida, he became a key target for Tom Brady. Less flamboyant than Rob Gronkowski, the other half of the Patriots' gifted tight end tandem, Hernandez has been consistently productive. But now Hernandez stands accused in the shooting death of Odin Lloyd, a 27-year-old man he knew well, whose body was discovered near Hernandez's home. Hernandez hasn't been found guilty of anything, and what we don't know about Lloyd's death trumps what we do know by several orders of magnitude. What we do know about Hernandez, though, is at least somewhat troubling. There's been a pattern of transgressions, most merely alleged, some proved, since shortly after the sudden death of his father, Dennis, in 2006, when Hernandez was 16 and still in high school in Bristol, Connecticut. His father's death, Hernandez has said, was the critical event that led him down a dangerous path in college. As a freshman at Florida in 2007, when he was still a minor, he reportedly got into a fight with a bouncer at a bar and was arrested. That same year, he was questioned about a non-fatal shooting in a Gainesville nightclub. The case is still classified as unsolved. Later, the Gators suspended Hernandez after he tested positive for marijuana. Eventually, rumors surfaced that he'd repeatedly tested positive for marijuana, which scared off NFL scouts. Concerns about his character dropped him to the 4th round of the 2010 draft. As a pro, Hernandez's life, as far as we know, was relatively turbulence-free. He'd settled down with the mother of his young daughter. The anger and alienation unleashed by his father's death dissipated.
This is a place that's changed me as a person, because you can't come here and act reckless. You get changed by the Patriot way, and now that I'm a Patriot, I have to start living like one and making the right decisions for them.
But in February, according to claims made in a federal lawsuit, Hernandez and a man named Alexander Bradley were out together partying in South Florida when Hernandez shot him. Bradley claims that he lost his right eye and much of the use of his right arm. Today, that suit can be of no more than secondary concern to Hernandez as he defends himself against allegations that could put him in prison for life.
As for the events of the past week, started on Monday, June 17th, when the body of Odin Lloyd was found about a mile from Hernandez's home in North Attleboro, Massachusetts. Police then searched his home the next day, seen carrying out several boxes. Thursday, police learned that Hernandez's cell phone and home security system was intentionally destroyed. Friday, reportedly, an arrest warrant was prepared, although not executed. Police continued to search his home Saturday, removing about 15 bags of evidence, before moving on Monday to search a nearby pond. And then, of course, early this morning, it all came to a head. Hernandez arrested, released by the Patriots, and charged with first-degree murder.